All right, so today we are going to discuss a topic which is Shoots of Change, India's Agritech Revolution. So this particular topic is from the agriculture sector, and as you know, in Indian economy, agriculture plays a very important role. So every year UPSC does ask 8 to 10 questions in the mains exam in GS paper 3. And out of them, at least 1 or 2 questions are from the agriculture sector. So there are very many areas under agriculture. So it is very important that you need to understand about the most upcoming things related to agriculture. And this is one of the most important topic related to agriculture sector. So when we talk about the relevance of this particular topic, right, how this topic is important from your UPSC syllabus. So this is important under GS paper 3 of your mains exam, GS paper 3, and under that also it is important under Indian economy. Right, it is important under Indian economy. So having understood this, let us understand about this particular thing. What do we mean by Agritech? Okay, we will understand about Agritech, then we will understand about, let's say, how Agritech can help the growth of Indian agricultural sector, right? So when we talk about Agritech, right, when we talk about Agritech, so what do we mean by Agritech? Agritech means usage of technology in agriculture. Usage of technology in agriculture sector. Right? Usage of technology in agriculture sector. So Agritech, this is the basic definition of Agritech, basic thing related to Agritech. But we need to understand at what stages Agritech plays role and why Agritech is so important under like agriculture. So when we talk about Agritech, Agritech plays multiple roles. It does have many roles to play in agriculture. So what roles it plays? Number one, this Agritech helps in many areas. Number one, it helps in the mechanization of agriculture. Okay, mechanization of agriculture. Apart from this, Agritech helps, right, in increasing the productivity, right, in increasing the productivity. So can anyone tell me how it can help in the increase in productivity in agriculture?
Make the process more efficient, reducing the cost, wastage of fertilizer is reduced.
Right. So he is saying that like Agritech can increase the productivity by increasing the efficiency in agriculture, by reducing the wastage in terms of resources that we are utilizing. So the thing is, in the same field, if we are doing the things efficiently, so the thing is, from the same field we will be having more productivity. So it increases the, let's say, productivity in the agriculture sector. Apart from this, let's say there is an important thing that is known as precision agriculture. What? Something is known as precision agriculture. Precision agriculture. What do we mean by precision agriculture? The word itself is very, let's say, like, itself is explanatory. Precision means like something, like, if you are using something precisely. So in case of agriculture, we want to use, let's say, some of the technologies precisely at various stages. For example, we can use sensors, we can use GPS technology, we can use we can use drones to monitor crops, right? So under this, what we can do, number one, we can use the GPS technology. How GPS technology? See, Indian Space Research Organization has released an atlas, and that atlas talks about the landscape in India. So like, in that atlas, they have mentioned that what portion of India, let's say, has, what we say, like what portion of India has this particular thing, trees, right? So tree cover and all. So it helps, GPS technology helps us to identify the quality of soil at various places. So GPS technology will be one thing. Apart from this, we can use drone technology. What? Drones can also be used. And recently, Government of India has decided to provide drones to some self-help groups across India. So they have, let's say, initiated a project under which big drones will be given to self-help groups, members of self-help groups. So the thing is, recently I think Home Minister has made an announcement related to that, and these drones will be used in agricultural sector. So like this will help in precision agriculture. Okay, this is the thing. And so it will help us to take data driven decisions. What it will help us to take data driven decisions related to agriculture. So the thing is, so far we have been doing agricultural practice in a conventional manner, and later on we have gone for green revolution. Green revolution has also improved the overall productivity in the agricultural sector, but now let's say, like, more technology is being adopted in the agricultural sector. So many companies have come into play in this particular area. Many companies means, like, many corporate entities have entered, let's say, like, with Agritech revolution. So one of the corporate entity in India, so basically it is a startup. So that startup has partnered with many countries across the world, with United States of America, Finland, and many other countries it has partnered. So its name is Philo. Okay, so I'll give you an example. Okay, example, there is a company, name of the company is Philo, Phyllo. So this is a Agritech based company. What it has done, it has partnered with many countries. For example, Spain, US, Australia, right? So it has partnered with many countries. These are Spain, United States of America. It has partnered with Australia. So in which areas of agriculture? So it has partnered with these countries in the area of wine production. What? Wine production. So in these countries, wine is, let's say, consumed at a very large level. So this is an Indian startup. This is an Indian company that has partnered with these countries, and it is going to assist these countries in increasing the productivity or production of wine. This is the thing. So that's also, let's say, like, is done. So the thing is, Agritech, when we talk about Agritech here, many new companies are coming up, and they are coming up with different technologies. So some technologies may be useful for improving the quality of the seeds. Some technology may be improving the quality of harvesting, right? I mean, like, some technology may be improving the quality of irrigation. Irrigation means when we give water to the field. So the thing is, like, when we do agricultural practice, we plough the soil. Okay, so means, like, we take out the upper layer of the soil. We just mix from the lower layer with the lower layer. We give, let's say, like, various types of fertilizers, and then we irrigate the soils, and then, let's say, like, we before that we give seeds, and then we irrigate, we provide water. So the thing is, like, various stages are there in agricultural production. So Agritech is something which is going to improve the quality of, let's say, production from the agricultural field. Apart from improving the quality of production, what it is going to do, it is going to increase the efficiency. It is going to help the farmers, right, to increase their profitability, right? Farmers will be able to increase their profitability, and Government of India does have a scheme, and name of the scheme is doubling the farmers' income. Doubling the farmers' income. So Government of India does have a kind of motto to increase the, let's say, profitability of the farmers, right? What government want to do? Government want to increase the profitability of the farmers, right? Profitability of the farmers. For example, if I talk about another government scheme, you might have heard about this thing, per drop more crop. What? Per drop more crop. Have you heard about this thing? Per drop more crop. It means, per drop means we want to increase the efficiency of water utilization. Okay, we want to, what we want to do, we want to increase the efficiency of water utilization, right, for irrigation purposes. Okay, for irrigation purposes. So the thing is, if we have a field, right, in that field we provide water, and that water, let's say that water is going to help the seed to get, let's say get water and get other nutrients. So the thing is, when we talk about per drop more crop, it means like we want to increase the efficiency of water utilization for irrigation in the fields. And why we want to increase the let's say why we want to increase the efficiency? It is because in most of the farms that we have in India, right, in many cases people are using the water that are, let's say, dug from the ground. So what they are doing, the water that they are using in the farms, the water that they are, let's say, sprinkling in the farms or using in the farms, so these water are, let's say, groundwater. Okay, these water is sourced from underground water table, we can say, right, water table. So the thing is, if we are using more water, right, water table will recede. Although people are using water from multiple sources, I mean canal irrigation is there, then we also have, let's say if you go to Punjab, there are many there are many farmers, many people in the houses, on the top of the houses they have tanks, and those tanks are made of, let's say they are designed in such a manner. Some tanks resemble like helicopter, some tank resemble like like Air Force, this thing and that thing. So basically what they are doing, if let's say like rainfall is happening, so that water will get collected in that tank and they will be using that water. So this is, let's say this is known as water conservation. Why this is being done? This is being done to promote water conservation, right, to promote water conservation. And how it is going to help the government? In two ways. It is going to help the government in two ways. Number one, it will, let's say, generate awareness among the masses. Like people will get to know that like we need to use lesser water to, let's say to have more crop productivity. So it is going to sensitize the farmers that we need to go for water use efficiency. We want to increase the water use efficiency. So this is to sensitize. This is to sensitize the farmers. This is one thing. Apart from this, ultimate goal is to, right, there can be three components. Let me write down all the three components. Okay. Second is it will help in water conservation, as I discussed, right? It will help in water conservation. Number third, it is going to increase, right, in crop productivity with lesser water. Okay, crop productivity with lesser water. Okay, lesser water, that's the thing. So the thing is, when we use more water, what happens? The ground water table recedes, means groundwater goes down. And there are many cities in India that have, let's say that do not have proper amount of groundwater. If I talk about Delhi, in Delhi, let's say in most of the places in Delhi, you do not have, let's say underground water facility. So people are dependent on supplied water, right? Water that is being supplied. There are many other cities also. If I talk about Guwahati, if I talk about Bengaluru, there are many cities in India where, let's say there is underground water has receded so much that government has prohibited for, let's say going for any kind of this borewell or anything for utilization of water for consumption. That's the thing. And the thing is, if we talk about farms also, in farm also same thing happens. This is the thing. So it is important that government of India is trying to double the farmers' income. Why? Why government wants to do it? Because farmers are known as annadata. Farmers are known as annadata. So you can use these keywords because farmers are known as annadata, right? So government of India does have a scheme also, Annadata Aay Yojana. Under that, government of India gives, let's say like Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Yojana. Government of India goes for direct benefit transfer of 6,000 rupees in a year, like that. So this is the thing. Farmers are considered to be Annadata, and they are the most crucial, let's say like crucial stakeholder for meeting the food security of our country. So it is very important that farmers should be happy in doing their agricultural work. So that's why government of India wants to help the farmers to increase their let's say income, right, out of the agricultural thing. So this is the thing. So when we talk about Agritech, right, why Agritech is being, why Agritech is being promoted? Okay, so I want to hear from all of you why Agritech is being promoted. Tell me 5 reasons why we are promoting Agritech.
So, firstly, land has saturated already. Average land size holding is less than 1 hectare. So next phase of growth will come from improving efficiency. That is through Agritech.
Right. So he has given a very good reason that the land holdings with the farmers has gone down. I mean we do have a small farmers who have a small land holdings. So if we have less amount of land, already let's say land is a limited resource. It's a kind of it's a limited resource. So we want to increase the efficiency. So he's saying that it will increase the efficiency, basically increase the efficiency at all levels during production stages because the land holdings is going down.
Job creation can also be there because agriculture suffers from this.
Yes. So it will lead to job creation. Why job creation? Because the thing is Agritech itself is a kind of new or innovative thing. So those people who are involved in Agritech, they will let's say increase the job creation, and let's say new type of people will get job. This is the thing. All right. So apart from this, tell me other reason also why Agritech is being promoted.
To have environmentally sustainable agriculture.
Yes. He is saying to have environmentally sustainable agriculture. Okay, environmentally sustainable agriculture, to have environmentally sustainable agriculture. Yes, online people, I want you also to participate. To have environmentally sustainable agriculture. Apart from this, job creation is done. This is to increase the income of the farmers, basically. To increase the income of the farmers. Why? Because farmers have limited resources, they have limited land. So the thing is, they will be doing agricultural activity on the limited land. If we increase the productivity of the farmer, it's going to increase the income of the farmer also. That's the thing. Okay, and we have mentioned about environmental sustainability. Why environmental sustainability? Because Agritech is going to let's say reduce the utilization of water for crop production. That will be one thing. It will reduce, let's say, fertilizer usage, right? Pesticides, right? Means it's going to reduce pesticides usage, fertilizer usage and all. Yes, tell me one more reason. Online people. So from offline we are getting a lot of inputs. Akshita, Prashant. Why Agritech is being promoted? Why Agritech is being promoted? Agritech is also going to assist, right? It is going to assist in food processing as well. It's going to assist in food processing. And Agritech is also going to help in other areas. For example, let's say we go for fortification of, you might have heard about fortification of rice, fortification of food. Fortification means we want to increase the nutrient quality in the, let's say in the those things that are being eaten by people. Like it can be stable food, it can be, let's say wheat, rice and all, right? So this is the thing. So Agritech plays very important role. Okay, efficient utilization of fertilizer, pesticide, Prashant has written. Okay, so these are, let's say the Agritech plays multiple roles. This is the thing. And when we talk about the agriculture sector in India, as we discussed earlier, let's quickly have a glance of the agriculture sector in India, right? Agriculture sector in India. To understand about agriculture sector, we will go through various heads related to agriculture sector. Number one, agriculture sector is the largest employer in the country. I mean, like huge number of people are working in the agricultural sector. So around 55% of India's working age population or India's workforce is involved in agriculture sector. Involved in agriculture sector. This is the thing. Apart from this, it contributes about roughly 18% of GDP of the country. It contributes about 18% of the GDP of the country. Apart from this, because huge number of people are involved in agriculture, right? So agriculture, let's say, also helps in, right? It helps in meeting the food security need of the country. What? Food security need of India. This is the thing. And if we talk about sustainable development goals, right? Let's talk about SDGs. So under sustainable development goals, first sustainable development goal says
Zero hunger.
no poverty, zero hunger, like that. Okay, so there are many SDGs that are connected. Number one, when we talk about no poverty,
No poverty is one, zero hunger is two.
yes. Number two, zero hunger. Right? And there are, let's say, sustainable development goal 13, I think, like land resources. We need to focus on water resources, their efficiency. So water use efficiency. So this is also a part of sustainable development goal. You need to remember those numbers.
So I think we should also link it to SDG 5, gender equality, because it will also improve opportunity for women and add dimension to another dimension.
Gender equality. He is saying it right. Why gender equality? Because already in agriculture sector, huge number of women are involved. Means like if you go to any farming household, right? Men are involved in doing agricultural activity. Women are also involved, right? So that's the thing. So women are also involved, and it provides good opportunity for gender equality. This is the thing. The only thing is like women's contribution is not accounted, let's say, as part of India's GDP, but like their contribution is there in the agricultural sector. This is important for us to understand this thing. So when we talk about, so let us discuss about another important factor. This factor we are going to discuss about the potential of Agritech in India, right? The potential of Agritech in India means like what promises does the agri-tech sector has for the country? We are going to discuss about those things. Okay, what areas we can see, like we can benefit from the agri-tech sector. So here they have mentioned that it is going to help in higher crop productivity. Okay, it's going to assist us in higher crop productivity. This is one important area where we are going to see the benefit from the agri-tech sector. Then it is going to reduce the impact on climate. Okay, it is going to reduce the impact on climate, as we discussed earlier as well. So it is going to help us in going for greater efficiencies, right? Greater efficiencies. As we discussed, greater efficiency in water use, in fertilizer use, and we discussed in pesticide use, etc. So there can be many areas where it's going to assist us in, let's say, for greater efficiencies, and it's also going to give opportunities. Okay, it's going to bring, right, it's going to, let's say, it will bring opportunities for many people. Number one, in job creation, opportunities in job creation. Number two, it's going to give opportunities in economic growth, right? In economic growth. Number three, in reducing disguised unemployment, right? In reducing disguised unemployment. Apart from this, when we talk about this green revolution has fostered the growth of few of the, let's say, like, few of the crops. For example, rice wheat system has been, let's say, like, helped by the green revolution. And if you talk about this mechanization or agri-tech in India, so agri-tech is going to help in increasing the productivity of many other type of crops also. So it is going to bring opportunities in seeing, let's say, diversified crop production, right? In diversified crop production means this will also help us to, let's say, produce different types of crops, right? As of now, like, everyone is following the same, let's say, pattern, or everyone is following the same template for production of agricultural crops. So it's going to help us in doing many things. Okay, this is the thing. Apart from this, let's discuss about what are the other areas. It's going to help us in increased profitability. And so this is another area that we need to discuss. I'm going to write it here itself. Number 5, right? It will help in increased profitability for farmers. So these are the areas where this particular thing is going to assist us. These are the areas where it is going to help us. Okay, so these are the areas where we are going to get benefit out of it. Okay, so what are the challenges of agri-tech production in India? We are quickly going to discuss about the challenges also, right? Challenges The challenges Agritech faces in India. Let me write down. The challenges Agritech faces in India. Let's discuss about those challenges one by one. So what challenges do you think Agritech faces?
High cost, high facility cost.
Yeah, so cost and accessibility will be a problem, will be a challenge. Cost and accessibility. Cost and accessibility means Agritech means like we are bringing in new technology, new innovation. So the thing is, farmers, if they want to purchase those technologies, they need to have money with them. So high cost will be, let's say, a problem, a challenge for the farmers. Then apart from this, second thing is there will be, the issue will be related to limited digital literacy or limited literacy, right? Digital literacy. Here digital means technical literacy, okay? We are talking about technical literacy among farmers. So this will be another challenge. Like, Government of India has to go for sensitization program, awareness program for the farmers. Okay, this is the thing. Apart from this, another challenge is in India we have fragmented land holding. Okay, fragmented land holding is another issue that India faces. Okay, so the thing is, if you talk about Western countries like USA, Canada, right, France, if you talk about these countries, there people do agriculture, but the thing is their agriculture is kind of commercialized. They have let's say big farms, and they go for monocropping in big farms. They use huge number of machineries for harvesting, machinery for sowing, machinery for, let's say, like, irrigation. So they go for all those things. So in India, it is, let's say, like, their opportunity is limited because of fragmented land holding in India. That's the thing. And in India, we have limited infrastructure. What we have? We have limited infrastructure in the country. Okay, limited infrastructure in the sense, like, in India, road networks are not that robust in rural areas. In rural areas, road network is not there. Canal irrigation, I mean, like, those facilities are also limited.
Basic infrastructure is lacking.
Yeah. So, like, basic infrastructure is lacking in India. Apart from this, as of now, we have inadequate government policies. Okay. And it can be seen also inadequate government policy. So when we talk about Government of India does have a MSP system. MSP system, for coming up with the MSP system, Government of India has appointed MS Swaminathan committee long back, and still we are following the same thing. I mean, like, after then, very less number of government policy has been there to support the farmers. Government of India has come up with, let's say, crop insurance policies, but many farmers are not taking them because, claiming the benefit, lot of things are missing. Okay, so the thing is, the agricultural sector needs more robust policy and their implementation so that farmers are benefited. Right, in some of the states, for example, we have Raitu Bandhu scheme, we have Kalia scheme of the Raitu Bandhu scheme of Telangana government, Kalia scheme of Odisha government, Krushak assistance. These are, let's say, direct benefit transfer schemes in different state governments, right? So there are some case studies also with respect to Agritech in India, and some case studies we have mentioned. They have, let's say, initiated T-Hub. T-Hub means Government of Telangana has gone for public-private partnership, right? With, let's say, so on one side there is Government of Telangana, and there are other academic institutions like IIIT Hyderabad, then Indian School of Business, National Law University, NALSAR. So they have, let's say, partnered with one another to help in creation of Agritech in India. for Agritech sector. Apart from this, there is another scheme. I'm going to discuss about those schemes. These are some case studies. Case studies means some of the let's say initiatives where these things have been promoted. What Agritech has been promoted. One of the thing is T Hub. So T Hub means here what happens? It's a kind of public-private partnership initiative. Public-private partnership initiative. So in this PPP initiative, there is Government of Telangana, plus there are private institutions. For example, Triple IT Hyderabad, right? As we discussed, Triple IT Hyderabad. Then we have Nalsar. Then we have Indian School of Business, right? We have, let's say, National Law University, NLU, like that. So they have, let's say, they have partnered with one another in this area. Apart from this, there is one more initiative which is known as A-IDEA. A-IDEA. So what is this A-IDEA? We are going to discuss about this A-IDEA. Basically, A-IDEA stands for Association of Innovation Development of Entrepreneurship in Agriculture. Okay. It is a technology business incubator hosted by ICAR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, National Academy of Agricultural Research Management, Hyderabad, and Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. IDEA has been housed in the Center for Agri Innovation at ICAR, NARM, like that. So it is, let's say, let me write down the full form for you. Association for Innovation Development and Entrepreneurship in Agriculture. Association for Innovation Development of Entrepreneurship in Agriculture. This association was, let's say, initiated by various bodies together. One of the bodies, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, ICAR. Under ICAR, they have various, let's say, various institutions. One of them is National Academy of Agricultural Research Management. National Academy of Agricultural Research Management, NAARM, Hyderabad. Apart from this, it has DST, Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Science and Technology, okay, under Ministry of Science and Technology. I am just writing in short, right? DST, Department of Science and Technology. It aims to help entrepreneurs ideate, incubate, and accelerate their innovative early stage startups that are scalable to become competitive food and agribusiness ventures through capacity building, mentoring and networking, and advisory support. So like this is a kind of initiative where these bodies are helping the entrepreneurs, right, in agri-tech sector. Okay, so what is the purpose? Purpose is to help in agriculture, let's say, entrepreneurship through multiple means like, through by giving incubation facilities and all. So these are the areas where, let's say, Government of India is assisting them, right? So what you need to do in your free time, you need to go through these case studies. You need to yourself identify some of the case studies that's going to help you, let's say, to learn more. Apart from this, there are many other government initiative also. There is Digital Agriculture Mission Initiative, AgriStack, Unified Farmer Service Platform, then Submission on Agricultural Mechanization Scheme. So there are few schemes. So let us discuss about government schemes quickly. I am going to write down name of some government schemes related to this. Government schemes for Agritech in India. So what can be the government schemes? What are the government schemes? I am going to write down the names and I am going to discuss what are the purposes of these government schemes. One is Digital Agriculture Mission Initiative. Okay, Digital Agriculture Mission Initiative. Right? In short, it is known as DAM initiative. This is one of the initiatives that the government of India has. Apart from this, we do have another initiative which is known as AgriStack. What is this Digital Agriculture Mission? So this is a 5-year initiative. It was launched in 2021 by Government of India. It aims to revolutionize the agriculture sector through integration of innovative technologies like artificial intelligence, blockchain, remote sensing, drones and robotics. Okay, so this is a very important thing. So drones, robotics, artificial intelligence, these things are being promoted under this particular scheme. Under this, we have AgriStack. Okay, we have another scheme which is known as AgriStack. Okay, AgriStack. So what is this AgriStack? So it is of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Okay, it is creating AgriStack, a collection of technology based interventions in agriculture. Okay, AgriStack is a collection of technology based intervention in agriculture. This is the thing. It is of which ministry? It is of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. I am just writing in short. Right. Then we have other government scheme, Unified Farmer Service Platform. Unified Farmers Service Platform. So this is another government scheme. UPSC. It is a combination of core infrastructure, data application and tools that enable seamless interoperability of various public and private IT systems in agriculture ecosystem across the country. Unified Farmer Service Platform is envisaged to play the following role. So some roles have been mentioned over here. Act as a central agency in agri ecosystem, enables registration of service providers, enables registration of farmer service, like that. Okay, then there are other schemes also. I'm going to write down name of these schemes, at least you should remember them. This is Submission on Agriculture Mechanization. Submission on Agriculture Mechanization. Okay, Submission on Agriculture Mechanization, SMAM. So this is also a scheme. So this is a sub scheme for agricultural mechanization, and its objective is of increasing the reach of the farm mechanization to small and marginal farmers and to the regions and difficult areas where farm power availability is low. This scheme is both centrally sponsored and central sector scheme. Okay, it does have both the components. In the centrally sponsored scheme component, the government of India funds 60% of the cost and the state share 40%. In all these states except northeastern and hilly states. Okay, so there are let's say 12 such states, and apart from this, in the central sector scheme, 90% is borne by the government of India and 10% by the state governments. This is the thing, and it has various components. We have mentioned these components in the booklet itself. You can go through it. One of the component is promotion and strengthening of agricultural mechanization through training, testing and demonstration. Then we have demonstration, training and distribution of post-harvest technology and management, establishing farm machinery banks and all. Okay, so I will show that that part over here. Then we have National E-Governance Plan in Agriculture. Okay, National E-Governance Plan in Agriculture. Okay, in short it is known as NEGP, National E-Governance Plan in Agriculture. So let us quickly see this part. Okay, so these submission on agriculture, I have mentioned about it. This is National E-Governance Plan in Agriculture. So it is a centrally sponsored scheme. This is the name, namely National E-Governance Plan in Agriculture. It was initially launched in 2010-11. It aims to achieve rapid development in India through use of ICT, information, communication and technology, for timely access to agriculture related information to farmers. So these are the areas how, let's say, like, the Agritech sector works, right? These are the areas how Agritech sector works in India. So what you need to do, like after this, let's say like after this discussion, go through this ED booklet. Okay, this ED booklet is going to assist you. It's going to help you to revise this particular topic. And at the end of this topic, we have given few questions also that you need to practice. But before we move, we need to understand about what needs to be done in this particular sector if we want to grow or promote this sector. So what needs to be done? For this, let us understand the way forward related to it. Okay, let us understand the way forward related to it. So what needs to be done? To understand this, number one of the thing is like we need to promote digital literacy. Okay, we need to promote what? Digital literacy. This is one thing that we need to do. Apart from this, we need to improve access to technology. Okay, we need to improve access to technology. Then third, we need to have farmer-centric research. Okay, people are involved in doing research and development. So that research and development should be farmer-centric. Okay, farmer-centric research. Okay, must be focused on. Then we need to go for enhancing data capabilities, right? Enhancing data capabilities means the data that are available with the farmer, that data should be, let's say, accessible with everyone. Okay, so the thing is, those companies that are working in agri-tech, they should share the data. There should be seamless integration of data sharing, and we should go for capacity building of the farmers. Okay, capacity building of farmers is an important thing. Okay, so at the end of this booklet, what we have given few questions. This is our UPSC Prelims previous year question 2020. It says, in India, which of the following can be considered as public investment in agriculture? So they are asking about public investment in agriculture. You can see like the nature of the question is, it demands you to understand about the investment sector. Public investment means where the government of India is investing in agriculture sector. Okay, mixing minimum support price for agriculture production of all crops. This will be there. computerization of primary agriculture credit societies, social capital development, free electricity supply to farmer, 4 will be there definitely, waiver of agricultural loans by the banking system, right? So setting up of cold storage facilities by the government, 6 will be there, 4 will be there, 1 will be there, like that. Okay. So this is the thing. So you need to solve these questions to understand, let's say, like, you know, from which areas they're asking questions. These are the previous year questions. One of the question was asked in 2020, then 2014, again 2014. What are the challenges and opportunities of the food processing sector in the country? How can the income of the farmers be substantially increased by encouraging food processing? This is one question, 2020. 2014, another question. Normally countries shift from agriculture to industry and then later to services. But India shifted directly from agriculture to services. What are the reasons for the huge growth of services vis-a-vis the industry in the country? Can India become a developed country without a strong industrial base? Okay, this is another question from economy. Apart from this, we do have another question. It says the right to fair compensation and transparency in Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act 2013 has come into effect from 1st January 2014. What implication would it have on industrialization and agriculture in India? So this is in short known as LARR, Land Acquisition, Rehabilitation and Resettlement Act. So this act came in 2013. It was implemented from 1st of January 2014. They have asked a question on this. Okay. So that's why it is very important that, like, you know, you need to go through the previous year questions to understand about the areas from where UPSC is asking question. And also we have, let's say, like, you know, given some practice questions also to you. Okay. We have included some additional information related to the agriculture sector. In your free time, go through this document that will help you to understand this.